transforming boredom into meaning. An opening note of reflection. When was the last time you woke up eager for the day ahead? Not because of an appointment, but because you knew your morning held something worth living for. If your answer felt distant, you're in good company. You've left the hustle of your career, only to discover another challenge. Boredom that seeps into idle hours, that quiet unease can feel like an enemy. The silence can echo, until days blend into weeks, and our spirits quietly dim. Today, we'll treat boredom not as a problem to banish, but as a signal, an invitation to rediscover rhythm, purpose, and delight. We'll draw on research from Dr. Laura Carstensen, Dr. Robert Waldinger, Dr. Ken Dychtwald, Dr. Becca Levy, and 5 revolutionary strategies you can weave into your new rhythms. Because boredom isn't a void. It's a compass pointing toward life lived more fully. The awakening moment. Hello, I'm ordinary people, your neighbor in this new chapter of life. Retirement promised freedom. Yet for many, it delivers empty hours instead. Those blank spaces between daybreak and dusk can feel uncharted and unsettling. Without work's familiar patterns, time stretches strangely. In the next 30 minutes, we'll explore why boredom surfaces after retirement, what science teaches us about meaning and engagement, 5 practical rituals to fill each day with vitality, deeper insights on how our mind and body awaken purpose. By the end, boredom won't be a foe, but a gateway to a season rich with creativity, connection, and quiet joy. Let's begin this journey together, transforming idle hours into moments that make your heart smile. The awakening of curiosity. Boredom isn't laziness. It's a biological alarm urging us toward engagement. Dr. Laura Carstensen's socio-emotional selectivity theory reveals that as time horizons shrink, we prioritize emotionally rewarding experiences. In retirement, that shift kicks in, but without structure, even our closest ties can fade. Dr. Robert Waldinger's 85-year Harvard study of adult development found the greatest predictors of health and happiness aren't wealth, but warm relationships and meaningful activities. The daily bustle of work once delivered these automatically. Now it's up to us to rebuild them. Neuroscience shows prolonged inactivity raises cortisol and weakens our prefrontal cortex, the seat of planning and self-control. Boredom left unchecked fuels anxiety and depression. Yet Dr. Becca Levy's research on age perceptions offers hope. Positive beliefs about aging can extend life by 7.5 years and buffer stress responses. When we view this stage as an opportunity, not a decline, we tune our minds toward growth. Dr. Ken Dychtwald coined this the age of reinvention, highlighting retirees' hunger for purpose, not passive leisure. Tonight's insights fuse biology with meaning. Boredom signals a vital need for connection, purpose, and novel rhythms. Let's translate that signal into action. References: Carstensen, Socio-Emotional Selectivity Theory; Waldinger and Schultz, Harvard Study Findings; Smith et al., Stress and Prefrontal Atrophy; Levy et al., Positive Age Beliefs and Longevity; Dychtwald, The Third Age of Reinvention. Insight 1. Crafting Morning Spark Ritual. Bored days follow unlit mornings. Let's kindle a morning spark, a brief ritual to ignite your purpose. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg's transition theory teaches that new roles need new rituals to anchor identity. Practical steps. 1. Gratitude and intention. Journal 3 things you appreciate. Set 1 intention. Today I will. Connect, create, learn. 2. Movement and mindfulness. Gentle stretch or Tai Chi, awaken body and mind. 1 minute of mindful breathing. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am ready. 3. Curiosity cue. Pick a daily wonder question. What will surprise me today? Who can I inspire with a smile? Why it works. Structure. Schlossberg's role replacement shows rituals replace lost work routines. Biology. Wang's research confirms self-directed activities boost cortisol regulation and well-being. Mindset. Levy's findings prove starting with positivity rewires stress pathways, fostering resilience. Commit to spark your mornings. Even on restless days, the ritual itself becomes the beacon guiding you into meaningful engagement. References: Schlossberg, Transition Theory. Wang and Schultz, Self-Directed Activity Effects. Insight 2, Reignite Passion Projects. Boredom retreats in the face of passion. Discover projects that speak to your heart. Passion fuels purpose, says Dr. Richard Leiter. Practical steps. 1. Interest audit. List former and new interests: travel, writing, painting, woodworking, community theater. 2. Passion pop-up. Dedicate 1 to 2 hours weekly to a trial. Visit an art class. Plant a small herb garden. Record a 5-minute storytelling podcast. 3. Mini milestones. Set simple goals. Paint 1 canvas. Bake a family recipe. Publish a 300-word essay. Why it works. Purpose activation. Dychtwald's post-retirement purpose extends vitality and self-worth when we apply talents to fresh causes. Emotional reward. Carstensen studies show deep experiences trump novelty, so return to what truly stirs you. Legacy connection. Waldinger reminds us that sharing wisdom across generations cements meaningful bonds. Your passion projects become daily lifelines, rich with creative flow and emotional reward. References: Leiter, Purpose Mapping. Dychtwald and Morrison, Third Age Opportunities. Insight 3, Build connection windows. Humans are wired for connection, not isolation. Create connection windows throughout your day. Dr. Waldinger emphasizes that warm ties are stress regulators stronger than wealth. Practical steps. 1. Daily check-in. Morning text to loved one, thinking of you. Evening phone call, no agenda, just attention. 2. Weekly gatherings. Virtual book share. 4 friends discuss a poem. Neighborhood stroll. Invite a neighbor for tea. Intergenerational chat. Mentor a young volunteer via Zoom. 3. Random acts of presence. Send a handwritten note. Visit a senior center to share music or stories. Why it works. Stress relief. Wang's meta-analysis shows 2 social contacts. Weekly slash anxiety by 30% and boosts self-esteem. Oxytocin boost. Levy's research highlights bonding hormones that calm fear centers and improve immune response. Cognitive health. Carstensen finds that emotional closeness slows cognitive decline. Small windows of presence flood your brain with belonging, dissolving the gray haze of boredom. References: Wang et al., Social Contacts and Well-Being. Insight 4, Embrace flow moments. Flow, the state of complete absorption, dissolves boredom. Flow moments restore our sense of aliveness, notes psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Practical steps. 1. Identify flow triggers. Activities requiring skill and challenge: puzzles, painting, cooking a new cuisine. Use a flow log to note when time vanished in joyful focus. 2. Flow sessions. Schedule 2 10-minute blocks weekly for deep engagement, no distractions. Set up a dedicated flow corner at home with tools: musical instrument, sketchpad, garden tools. 3. Mindful transition. Begin each session with a 30-second mindful breath to shift focus inward. Close with 3 notes of gratitude for the experience. Why it works. Neurochemistry. Flow releases dopamine and endorphins, natural anti-boredom chemicals. Skill growth. Schlossberg's role reinvention thrives on new competencies. Positive age beliefs. Levy's findings confirm that rich engagement rewires positive cognitive pathways. By seeking challenges that stretch you just enough, you become alive to the moment boredom melts away. Insight 5. Tell your boredom story. Boredom fades when we name and reframe it. Attention is love's purest form, Dr. Waldinger reminds us. Practical steps. 1. Boredom journal. Note when boredom strikes time. Setting. Thoughts. Label the feeling. Restless, seeking purpose, untapped potential. 2. Reframe statements. This restlessness invites creativity. Boredom reveals my need for new connections. 3. Share your story. Record a short audio diary. Today boredom led me to rediscover. Post a blog or share with a friend those insights and new plans. Why it works. Self-attention. Schlossberg's self-love begins with noticing. Naming emotions brings clarity and control. Neuroplasticity. Levy studies show narrative practice grows prefrontal circuits that regulate mood and boredom. Purpose activation. Leiter's purpose mapping reminds us that stories guide us toward meaningful next steps. By crafting your boredom story, you transform a blank page of time into a page richly annotated with intention. The final light. Let's fuse it all with deeper science. 1. Stress and neuroendocrine balance. Chronic inactivity spikes cortisol, impairing hippocampus and memory. Rituals stabilize cortisol rhythms, protecting brain health. 2. Oxytocin and social brain. Oxytocin from warm ties and storytelling peaks in REM sleep, boosting immunity and tissue repair. 3. Neuroplastic growth. Flow, narrative reframing, and positive rituals forge new synapses in prefrontal cortex, curbing boredom and anxiety. 4. Epigenetic shifts. Levy's groundbreaking work shows positive age beliefs alter gene expression in stress pathways, preserving telomere length and extending health span by approximately 7.5 years. 5. Gut-brain resonance. Mindful eating and social sharing cultivate microbiota diversity. Serotonin from gut flora enhances melatonin production, synchronizing circadian rhythms. This convergence proves boredom is not just mindless waiting. It's a call to recode your biology and life story toward engagement, connection, and purpose. From knowing to becoming today, we met boredom as a faithful guide. Not a trap, but an invitation to craft your own mosaic of meaning. 5 pathways now stand before you. 1. Morning sparks to ignite intention. 2. Passion projects to fuel heart and hands. 3. Connection windows to anchor your spirit. 4. Flow moments to rekindle joy. 5. Story reframing to harness insight. Science and soul agree. Structure springs from purpose, and engagement is the antidote to idle hours. As Dr. Carstensen reminds us, emotional meaning becomes the priority when time feels precious. Retirement need not be a slow fade, but a crescendo of discovery, creativity, and gentle connection. Until the next reflection before you go, here's a question to carry into tomorrow. Which one of these 5 pathways will you light up first? And when will you begin? Maybe you'll share your boredom story with a friend tonight. Perhaps you'll sketch your first passion project plan on paper, or you'll set your morning spark for dawn. Whatever it is, commit to one step, then share it in the comments below. Your small action may spark someone else's transformation. If this journey spoke to you, please like and share this video to inspire others. Subscribe and tap the bell. Join our community of purposeful retirees. Comment your first step. Pledge be the spark of someone's new rhythm. Remember, boredom is a whisper from your inner compass, pointing you toward meaning, connection, and growth. I'm Ordinary People, your neighbor in this grand act of reinvention. And I believe your days still matter. Your story still unfolds. Stand ready, light your spark, and let each moment bloom. Thank you for transforming boredom into lasting purpose.